At the age of 12, she was cast as the Brady family's eldest daughter, a part that would define her career and make her a household figure. This was her big break. The Brady Bunch quickly became a classic thanks to its clean family humor and compelling plots that appealed to viewers of all ages. McCormick played Marcia Brady, the stereotypical all-American girl who was popular, kind, and attractive, but also approachable and fragile. Her portrayal gave the character warmth and charm, and her delivery of well-known phrases like Marcia, Marcia, Marcia solidified her place in television history. Families found solace and happiness in the show's light-hearted tone amid a period of significant social change in America. And McCormick's contribution, it was crucial to the development of that cultural heritage. Reruns and spin-offs guarantee that her portrayal of Marcia will be found and adored by new generations even decades later. Maureen McCormick's renowned performance as Marcia Brady on the venerable television series The Brady Bunch, which ran from 1969 to 1974, was the catalyst for her quick ascent to stardom. Marcia, the stereotypically American adolescent girl, won over the hearts of millions of viewers from a variety of generations with her beauty, charm, and hint of mischief. One factor in McCormick's ongoing appeal was her capacity to play a character who was both realistic and aspirational. As the Brady Bunch became a global phenomenon, her performance struck a chord with viewers not just in the US but also abroad, resulting in stage versions, merchandise, and reruns. Because of the character's widespread appeal, many spin-offs and special initiatives were made possible. The Brady Brides miniseries, which chronicled Martha and Jan's adventures as newlyweds and examined the shift from adolescence to adult duties, was a manifestation of this impact. In 1981, The Brady Girls Get Married, a made-for-TV film released that same year, significantly broadened McCormick's appeal by showcasing the public's ongoing interest in the Brady family's narratives and Marcia's journey in particular. These initiatives highlighted Maureen McCormick's pivotal role in creating the Brady legacy in addition to the original series' everlasting appeal. However, McCormick found himself at a crossroads in both his personal and professional life when The Bradys, a contemporary reimagining of the Brady Bunch, debuted in 1990. She was unable to celebrate her cherished position as Marcia Brady at that time because she had just given birth to her baby. Fans and producers alike noticed this absence, highlighting the particular difficulties young stars frequently encounter as they grow up. The conflict between career chances and personal obligations was brought to light by McCormick's brief departure from the series. This balancing act is common for actors who rose to success early in life. Even though she was unable to take part in this new franchise, her reputation as Marcia endured, and her previous appearances continued to draw new audiences through home video releases and replays, securing her place as a cultural legend. McCormick expertly expanded her acting career after the Brady Bunch ended, making numerous guest appearances on well-liked television shows in the 1970s and 1980s. She made remarkable cameos on Love Boat, Happy Days, Vega, Fantasy Island, Streets of San Francisco, and shows like Donnie and Marie, where she displayed her charm and adaptability. With each of these appearances, McCormick was able to transcend the boundaries of the Brady character and showcase her versatility as a performer, ranging from dramatic storytelling to light-hearted comedy. In addition to keeping her in the spotlight, these parts gave her the professional credibility and skill set she needed to make the shift from child star to more established actor in Hollywood's cutthroat industry. McCormick expanded her acting career and shown her versatility by taking on supporting parts in feature films in addition to her television work. She made an appearance in the 1980 drama Idolmaker, which examined the music business and gave her the opportunity to engage viewers on a deeper creative level. She further cemented her importance in pop culture with her work in A Vacation in Hell 1979, which demonstrated her ability to handle suspense and action-driven storytelling, and Skate-Town USA 1979, which gave her the opportunity to capitalize on the era's dynamic youth culture and the roller skating obsession. Later, when she returned to Horror High in 1987, McCormick showed that her skills were not limited to humorous sitcoms or adolescent dramas. By experimenting with darker, more humorous horror content, her willingness to push herself as an actress and go beyond her early fame while retaining the warm, approachable traits that first won her millions of fans was demonstrated by these different roles. Although McCormick has achieved success in her career, her path has not always been straightforward. Like many child stars, she struggled personally after becoming one. Long after the show finished, she opened up about her struggles with addiction, insecurities, and the difficulties of being a typical cast member as Marcia Brady. She covered the highs and lows of her professional and personal life in her frank memoir. Here's the story: Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice, giving readers a close-up view of her path of resiliency, survival, and ultimate healing. In addition to making her more relatable to her admirers, her candor motivated those who were going through difficult times of their own. Maureen McCormick has made a fresh and positive comeback to the public in recent years. She competed in Dancing with the Stars, showcasing her elegance, tenacity, and charisma to a brand new audience. She also co-hosted the home restoration program Frozen in Time, which showcased her love of creativity and design, and made appearances on Get Me Out of Here and I'm a Celebrity. She demonstrated via her endeavors that her charm and talent have persisted through the ages. Best remembered for playing Marcia Brady on the popular 1970s sitcom The Brady Bunch, Maureen McCormick had a difficult and frequently unpleasant path in both her personal and professional lives after the camera stopped rolling. She got into a passionate relationship with her co-star Barry Williams, who portrayed Greg Brady, while she was on the show. Their connection, which was hampered by their youth, was intense but turbulent. The strain of celebrity and the reality that their fictional characters were siblings, which made any romance in real life more contentious and challenging. Long after the show concluded, their passionate relationship would continue to influence McCormick's early adult decisions. Following the cancellation of the Brady Bunch in 1974, McCormick had to make the challenging transition from child star to adult actress, a journey that many of her contemporaries also had to go through. Regretfully, she discovered that she was falling into a risky lifestyle driven by quaaludes and cocaine. These drugs, which were widely available in Hollywood at the time, took up all of her energy, warped her perception of herself, and finally put an end to her once bright career. Due to her addiction, McCormick lost out on significant possibilities to capitalize on her celebrity and talent. She frequently failed to attend auditions or arrived too inebriated to perform. She was fighting personal demons like bulimia and depression in addition to substance misuse, which further distanced her from the prosperous, healthy life she desired and contributed to a vicious circle of self-destruction. The marriage of McCormick to actor Michael Cummings on March 16, 1985, marked a sea change. She was able to find much-needed stability and affection in their relationship. Cummings was firm and dedicated, in contrast to many of her other relationships, and he assisted her in gradually regaining the self-assurance and order she had lost during the turbulent years after the Brady Bunch when they welcomed Natalie Michelle, their only child, into the world in 1989. McCormick's perspective on life was completely altered. She felt a sense of duty and purpose as a mother, which inspired her to live a more balanced and healthful life. McCormick started the drawn-out and excruciating journey of recovery after realizing she needed to face her inner demons and enrolling in therapy and rehabilitation programs. She was able to confront her addictions and the psychological damage caused by years of bulimia and despair with the assistance of professional treatment. Antidepressants like Prozac, which were administered to her, helped to stabilize her mental health and improved her ability to handle her difficulties. More importantly, McCormick never lost the Brady Bunch family's backing. In her adult life, the cast, who had become close during the years on set, who remained her surrogate family, providing support, empathy, and companionship when she most needed it. Through a combination of love, therapy, medication, and friendship, their continuing link served as a reminder that she was not alone in the face of adversity and that the Brady family's shared past carried with it a message of love, forgiveness, and perseverance. Over time, Maureen McCormick put her life back together, although she had some obstacles along the way. Her bravery in facing her past and accepting her rehabilitation is evidence of her strength. Her story now serves as a warning about the perils of celebrity and addiction, as well as an inspirational illustration of how willpower and the encouragement of loved ones can rescue someone from the verge of suicide and lead to a purposeful, healing life. At the age of 69, Maureen McCormick made the decision to go out about her long-rumored relationship with teen hero David Cassidy, a topic that had captivated both performers' admirers for decades. Whether the two had been more than just friends during the height of their stardom in the 1970s has been the subject of years of conjecture. Best renowned for playing Marcia Brady on The Brady Bunch, McCormick had deliberately avoided bringing up the issue head-on in order to shield her personal life from the press. But now that she was older and wiser from a career that had seen both victories and heartbreaking setbacks, she opened up and shared what actually went on behind the scenes. According to McCormick's interview, she and Cassidy first crossed paths at publicity events in the early 1970s, when both were at the height of their adolescent fame. While McCormick was viewed as the golden girl next door, Cassidy, who played Keith Partridge on the Partridge Family, was America's ultimate heartthrob. She acknowledged that we were both caught up in the maelstrom of celebrity. We encountered crowds, yelling supporters, and people who wanted us to be flawless everywhere we went. In addition to being extremely isolated, it was intoxicating because they understood the demands in a manner that others could never. The two young stars found solace in each other's companionship. Cassidy was more than simply a passing acquaintance, McCormick acknowledged. She eventually said, "Yes, there was a connection between David and me. Although the romance was brief, it felt extremely real at the time. I laughed at him. I felt seen by him. And when the cameras weren't rolling, I could rely on him." Her words, which were delivered with compassion and sadness, described a brief but meaningful connection. McCormick also admitted that she had kept the connection quiet out of respect for Cassidy and due to the public persona she had to uphold at the time. The studios at the time wanted us to appear immaculate and nearly impenetrable. It could have caused turmoil if it had been revealed that I was seeing David, or even just in some other manner connected to him. Their teenage idols were not allowed to be in regular partnerships. They desired imagination, although she acknowledged that the concealment was difficult to maintain. She and Cassidy recognized the need of preserving their professions. McCormick's voice held a touch of melancholy as he reflected on Cassidy's subsequent challenges, such as his fight with alcoholism and his deteriorating health that ultimately resulted in his death in 2017. She remarked, "I wish I could have done more for him. Fame is cruel, but David had such a lovely soul. It can easily crush you after it has lifted you to such a lofty place. I had experienced my own battles with addiction and depression, so I knew how it felt. We were kind of mirroring one another's suffering, despite the fact that our paths diverged." McCormick's revelation was meant to humanize a long mythologized period of their lives rather than cause scandal. She argued that it had nothing to do with headlines or tabloid romance. It was the story of two children who discovered a genuine and compassionate light in a wild, spinning world. "I will never forget that, and I will always be appreciative of him." Her readiness to talk candidly at the age of 69 demonstrated the maturity of a person who had accepted her past. McCormick made it clear that she wanted Cassidy's admirers to see him as more than simply the teenage idol who appeared on magazine covers. Rather, she wanted them to see him as a multifaceted, sensitive individual who made a lasting impression on everyone in his vicinity. Beyond the posters on the walls of the bedroom, David was so much more. She claimed that he was humorous, giving, and that he was much heavier than most people realized. Fans viewed McCormick's remarks as a heartfelt homage as well as a long-awaited validation of rumors that had persisted for 50 years. She gave the partnership the respect and genuineness it required, even though she didn't make it exciting. "The truth is straightforward," she said.